The main reason why merchants don't accept crypto payments is due to its long transaction confirmation time. They can be anywhere between 10 minutes to 60 minutes, which of course is way too long for merchants to wait for. For instance, let's scroll down here. Bitcoin requires 4 confirmations with an estimated time of 40 minutes. Bitcoin Cash requires 15 confirmations with a time of 2.5 hours. Cardano, on the other hand, requires 15 confirmations as well, with a time of 10 minutes. Dogecoin requires 40 confirmations with a time of 40 minutes, and the list goes on. Since crypto payments don't have any collateral, which is a fancy way of saying insurance, merchants have no other option but to wait for transactions to be confirmed. If they don't wait and the payment later on turns out to be a fraud, they have no way of getting their money back. On the other hand, traditional payment options like credit cards have collateral, because of which merchants let you walk away with the product before your transaction has been confirmed. Credit card transactions typically take 48 hours to settle. So if the payment turns out to be fraudulent after 48 hours, merchants are still able to get their money back from the credit card company. So for merchants to accept crypto payments, either crypto payment confirmation time has to be exponentially faster, or there needs to be some sort of a collateral that ensures that the merchant will receive their money in case of fraud. This is where the AMP token comes in. AMP is an ERC20 token that's used as collateral in the Flexa network. We will get to Flexa in just a minute. It's an integral component as well. Coming back to AMP, AMP provides assets like Bitcoin, Doge, Ether, with instant verifiable assurance for any real-world application. This is a game changer because it provides merchants with maximum security from the blockchain, while also exponentially speeding up the transaction confirmation time. In today's video, I'll share with you my top 3 reasons as to why this project has massive growth potential. And then at the end, we'll also take a look at some price predictions. This is a very exciting project that can return massive profits for investors. So make sure you guys stick around till the end and don't miss out on anything. What's up guys? Welcome back to Maniba Invests. On this channel, I'll be helping you make smart investment choices by doing extensive research and bringing you the best cryptocurrencies and stocks to add to your portfolio. As always, I do have timestamps down below, so if you're short on time, then feel free to skip to certain parts of the video. In return, all I ask is for you to smash that like button, subscribe, and press the bell icon. This way you'll stay up to date with the latest unbiased crypto news and price predictions. That being said, let's get into it. Before we take a look at why the AMP token will explode in the near future, we must first differentiate between the AMP token and the Flexa network, because they're two separate entities that support each other. Flexa is the parent company that created AMP. Flexa's primary responsibility is getting merchants to accept crypto payments, while AMP is an ERC20 token that's used as collateral in the Flexa network. Together, Flexa and AMP create a decentralized solution to crypto payments. AMP ensures against losses, while the Flexa network allows a merchant to accept an instant crypto transaction without forcing the customer to wait a long time. This model is currently functional. Flexa supports digital dollars like USD Coin and DAI. It also supports top cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Ether. It also supports digital tokens like Chainlink and Luna. The Flexa network is integrated in a bunch of crypto payment apps, including Gemini and CoinList. You can use these apps to make instantaneous transactions at over 41,336 locations in the US and Canada. Now that you understand the difference between AMP and Flexa, the next thing you must know is what does the success of AMP token depend on? How is AMP able to provide such large collateral for these big merchants? That's where the power of decentralization comes in. It's the investors that provide the collateral. They buy AMP token and stake it. These staked tokens are used as collateral against losses. So let's say if a merchant doesn't receive the crypto they were promised, the Flexa network uses staked AMP tokens to pay the merchant. This way, the merchant always gets paid. In return for staking, investors are paid a small percentage of each transaction. Since the payout is dependent on the number of transactions being done on the Flexa network, the staking yield increases as more merchants accept crypto payments. This way, staking yield doesn't depend on constant token inflation. So, if you've made it this far into the video, then you understand the difference between AMP and Flexa. You understand how they work together to provide instantaneous crypto transaction. And you also understand how Flexa is able to provide collateral using the AMP token. So now let's get into the top 3 reasons as to why I think the AMP token will perform great long term. The first reason is that Flexa will save merchants billions of dollars. Flexa's success fully depends on how many merchants it can get to use its network. So the more utility it can provide to merchants, the faster it will grow. What's the one thing that merchants love the most? Profit. And that's exactly what Flexa can provide them with. And this is how. Most credit card companies charge roughly 4% fee for transactions. Credit card transaction fees are around 3%, and PayPal transaction fees are around 4%. In some cases, fees can be even higher than this. On the other hand, the Flexa fee is usually about 1%. So switching to Flexa and accepting crypto instead of a credit card can save merchants 66% or more on their payment processing fees. This is a lot. Big merchants like Walmart end up paying around $5 million each year in payment processing cost. So if they were to switch to Flexa, they could save around $3.3 billion. Now, the chances of a big corporation like Walmart to completely switch to a new payment system is highly unlikely, but we can definitely see them integrating Flexa with their already established payment system. So how is Flexa able to only charge 1% transaction fee instead of the traditional 3 to 4%? This brings me to the second reason. Flexa has superior technology. Flexa has superior technology compared to the outdated legacy system. Majority of money today is processed using the legacy systems that were created back in the 1970s. This system is slow and cumbersome. It includes many unnecessary steps that make it a horrible system to use. To show you just how slow it is, let's take a look at how credit cards process transaction. So, stage 1 is authorization, which has 4 steps. The cardholder pays the merchant for a purchase with a credit card. The merchant then sends the credit card details to the acquirer. The acquirer forwards the credit card details to the credit card network. The credit card network in return requests payment authorization from the issuing bank. And then you have stage 2, authentication, which also has 5 stages. The first one being the issuing bank verifies the card information it received from the credit card network. If funds are available, the issuing bank sends an approval code to the merchant via the same channels. So the credit card network, the acquirer, the merchant, and finally the merchant's payment terminal collects all approved transactions in a batch. The merchant issues a sales slip to the customer to complete the sale. And then we have stage 3, which also has 7 steps. I'm not going to bore you by going through each step again, because that's not the point of this video. The point I'm trying to make is that it's a very long and cumbersome process with a lot of parties involved. And this is why credit card companies charge close to 4% fees per transaction. On the other hand, Flexa processes transactions in only 3 steps. Once the payment is made, the Flexa network protocol automatically converts the cryptocurrency into whichever fiat the merchant wants. These conversions from crypto to fiat are done in the background, automatically using cryptocurrency exchanges Flexa has partnered with. After the conversion, the fiat money is then wired to the merchant's bank account. This is a very clever and innovative way of processing transactions. It involves significantly less parties and is very fast compared to the old processing system we currently use. Furthermore, merchants don't have to buy additional hardware or install additional softwares to be able to process Flexa payments. All the merchant has to do is scan a one-time QR code generated on your phone, similar to how they would scan a gift card. That's it. This ease of use and superior technology is why Flexa's adoption by big merchants is inevitable. The third reason, in my opinion, is regulatory approval. The most important factor for the longevity of any crypto project is how well it follows regulations. Regulatory approval can make or break a project, especially right now because the SEC has started to crack down on crypto projects. As a subscriber of this channel, you're aware of the current feud Coinbase is having with the SEC. This feud started in early August when the SEC chair said he believes many tokens currently being traded on Coinbase may be unregistered securities without required disclosures or market oversight. So tensions are high right now, as crypto projects are trying their best to follow the strict SEC regulations. Flexa is doing a great job in this category. Flexa is registered in Delaware as a corporation. Their headquarters are in New York. In terms of financial regulations, New York is the toughest state in the union. By working in New York, Flexa has deliberately set itself up to conform to a very strict regulatory regime. Flexa is highly compliant with regulations, which is vital for its future success. AMP is New York State Department of Financial Services compliant token. AMP is custodied by Gemini and Coinbase, both of which are New York Department's Financial Services approved custodians. Flexa is licensed via the nationwide multi-state licensing system with its ID number. Flexa is registered as a money transmitter in quite a few states, and their money transmitter applications for other states are still pending. Big corporations like Walmart and Amazon love to see this. These big corporations only work with highly respected and well-regulated companies. With Flexa checking this box, it makes it highly likely that big corporations will want to do business with them. These were my top 3 reasons as to why I think the AMP token will perform great long term. Lastly, let's take a look at some price predictions for the AMP token, so you can decide whether this project is something you want to invest in. The AMP token currently is trading at 6 cents, and it had an increase of almost 22% today. Wallet investors expect a long-term increase in AMP price. They predict that the AMP token will be worth 48 cents by 2026. At a current price of 6 cents, that would be approximately 10-time gain. Crypto News, however, is less bullish and predicts that the AMP token will be worth 25 cents by 2025. At the current price, that would be a 5-time gain. If crypto continues its strong trajectory and becomes more widely adopted by the mainstream market, then we can definitely see such gains. For AMP token to be worth 40 cents, it would definitely have to be adopted by one of the big merchants like Walmart or Amazon, which in the next 5 years is definitely a possibility. Overall, AMP and Flexa are 2 very strong projects with great utility. They are solving a real-world problem and are helping crypto become more mainstream. They're helping merchants save billions of dollars, offering superior payment processing technology, and adhering to the strictest regulations in the country. They are dedicated in their mission to bring Flexa to as many merchants as possible. It will be interesting to follow their journey and see how they perform long term. And that wraps it up for today's video. If this video was helpful and gave you a good insight on the AMP token, then make sure to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon to stay up to date with the latest investment opportunities. Also, share your opinions in the comment section below. Do you agree with me or think AMP token will be a bust? I would love to hear your opinions and have a conversation with you all. Until next time, take care and keep investing.